Here to introduce the awards is a longtime friend of ATARC, GITEC board member since the Parrots were in the lobby in Florida. NASA great man, John Sprague. Come on up. Give him a hand. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I've had the honor of being the GITEC Awards chairman for several years now, and I'll tell you, thank you, ATARC, for keeping this tradition going. It's been going on a long time now. And the best part is working with the amazing volunteer judges that have helped look through every one of those packages. So first, I know a couple of the folks aren't here, but I'll just go ahead and introduce them anyways. But I'd like to say thanks to Larry Hale. He's the Deputy Assistant Commissioner for IT category of GSA's Federal Acquisition Service. So we have 3 judges, so there's one of them. Teresa Kinney, who is also works at NASA. I get to see her once in a blue moon. She works at NASA SOUP, and I've heard around some of the tables a lot of talk about the SOUP contracts that are available for everybody. She's the Program Deputy Director at the administration. The Deputy Director at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Maryland. And last but not least is Anil Chaudhry, United States Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration in the Department of Transportation. And he's the Senior Advisor for Artificial Intelligence. And I think Anil is here. There. So right here, stand up for a second. Thank you. Thank you. So those are our judges, and I really appreciate they did a lot of hard work. So let me tell you a little bit about I forgot, I want to make sure I mentioned the ATARC folks that helped out with this. A lot of help from Kim Eastridge. I think she's out there still. Taryn Caroni. And then there were a bunch of other folks that made this whole process so easy, going through all the paperwork and getting it all put together nicely for us and organizing it and making it easy for the judging to be done. So I'm going to go through the different categories real quick and just do a little blip on each one. And I think that maybe it's the next slide that has it. The Acquisition, Innovation, and Impact Award. Yeah, there we go, is the first one. And that one recognizes the federal government team for their outstanding efforts in transforming IT procurement and acquisition processes. The next one down on the list is the Advancing Artificial Intelligence and Data Analytics Award. And that one is recognizes another federal government team for demonstrable effort to promote AI technology and innovation in the federal government. The third one is Community Impact Award. And that one helps to represent underserved and vulnerable populations. It's implemented programs, promote awareness, enhance training, remove barriers, and address workplace challenges. The next one up is the Excellence in Cybersecurity Award. That one exemplifies excellence in government cybersecurity, and it's for a leader who's developed and operationalized innovative strategies. Second to last is the Digital Transformation Award. That one's for exceptional citizen service experiences through the use of digital technology. A lot of good projects in there. And then the last one is the Workforce Development and Innovation Award. And that one recognizes federal government leaders that have done an exceptional efforts in advancing workforce development initiatives. And there's a lot of them out there. So what the judges did is they read through the packages, and then they started giving some scoring. The scoring was a 1 for very low and 5 for a high. That's the criteria, 1 to 5. And the areas that they looked at in particular and gave those scores to were high impact to mission objectives, which obviously would be a very important one for any project. Partnership and collaboration, the reach out that they did, was it government wide? Was it within an agency or in some department? creativity and innovation. How innovative were they with coming up with these? And I went through all the packages and judged too. A lot of creativity and innovation in these projects that we'll go through. And then you add that up to the total score, they're all put together, and then you come up with the winner. And I'll tell you, it was a very, very close competition on a bunch of the projects in a bunch of these different areas. It is every year, but this year was particularly. And I want to thank all the judges for all their efforts, taking the time out of their day. Actually, it's over a week that we do this. And that's all I've got. So I think it's back to you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Tom.
Thank you, John. And the awardees could not attend for various reasons today because they wanted to be here, and you know what it's like, travel and funding these days. So we are going to applaud them in absentia. But the first award for Acquisition Innovation Impact was the DoD Modern Contract Writing Systems Cross-Service Collaboration, involving the Army, Navy, Air Force, and the Fourth Estate. And they share code, align roadmaps, and do all of those good things. The person who would have accepted in person on behalf is Ms. J. Lisa Romney. She's Director for Contracting, E-Business in the Office of Defense Pricing, Contracting, and Acquisition Policy. So she's not here, but let's give that group a round of applause anyhow. Next award was for Advancing Artificial Intelligence. That went to the Strategic Mission Planning and Execution Systems, a collaboration of AFNWC, US Stratcom, as you can see above there. They reduced manual hours for intelligence analysis by 71% using artificial intelligence. That team is led by Raymond Walter. He's the program manager for IPT. Let's give him a round of applause in absentia. And I should say US Stratcom and industry partners. So if some of those industry partners are here, give yourselves a pat on the back. Community Impact Award went to Clarence Harrison and the government-wide supply chain and equity team at GSA. They helped small underserved businesses achieve $27 billion in federal contracts. Clarence, not here today, but let's give him a round of applause. And the Workforce Development and Innovation Award goes to the Defense Department's Workforce Innovation Directorate, transforming how they identify, train, manage the cyber workforce, and so on. The principal director for that is Mark Gorak. And so let's give him a round of applause, should he have been here today. The Excellence in Cybersecurity Award goes to DISA and its J9 Hosting and Compute, led by Ms. Sharon Woods. They drove cybersecurity across the Department of Defense, and lots of users, millions of users, pandemic, zero trust, it's all in there, thanks to Sharon and her team at DISA. Round of applause for them. The Digital Transformation Award goes to the Veterans Affairs Department's Office of Benefits Automation, led by Paul Shute. He's the Assistant Deputy Undersecretary for the Office of Automated Benefits Delivery, and they have really made some progress there. That's a real thing. Sharing the honor is the Internal Revenue Service's first ever filer customer journey team, led by Angela Render, Chief of the Enterprise Content Branch, so-and-so and so-and-so at irs.gov. And I can speak from personal experience. Thank God my wife does our taxes, but she filed directly for the first, it came out okay. And so we're very grateful for the IRS. We got a quick confirmation that I'm good on taxes for at least another year. And finally, the Working Group Excellence Award went to the Future of Secure Working Group, Secure Working Group. SCIFs, I don't know who all that was, but they got it.